Dirkens here. Thank you so much for joining me for this late preview of the Clemson-NC State game. I'm telling you, fired up, ready to go. Clemson comes into this game ranked in the top 4. It's a big deal. They're playing NC State. NC State's undefeated. It's wonderful, wonderful time. College football here in the upstate of South Carolina. It's finally cooling down. When it is October, it doesn't supposed to be 89 degrees. May there to all of you, Pigskin Pete. May there to you, may there, may there. Good to see all of you. SEC Tube, Tiger Nate, Tyler Kyatt, probably butchered your name, Ashton Owens, may there, may there, may there. Lord, Josh Pinion, I'm calling out names, Philip Bates. Lord, keep them coming. It's like I'm reading the obituaries. Isaiah Newman, Ashton Owens, up Pigskin to you. Lock DWNC, hey, die. Lord, it's just a going, rolling in. I tell you, it's rolling like my stomach after I ate some of that freaky Asian food. Fortunately, I was okay. I do know a few people who's had some Asian food, messed them up, and all of a sudden, they ended up with the Mongolian ball rot. We don't want that. May there to all of you. Bobby, my birthday's on Halloween. It's coming soon. My birthday is on November the 1st. Happy birthday. It's my Batman cup. Good to see all of you. Well, Lord, I'm going to go ahead and stop saying may there to all of you. Though you know in my heart, in my mind, and everywhere I am, may there to you. We're going to start talking about this Clemson-NC State game. All right, we know what's happened the past couple of years. We know what's happened the past couple of years. We know that NC State is dying to make this a rivalry. They are dying to make themselves relevant by pitching themselves as the only team in the ACC who can beat our beloved Tigers. They've tried to steal all of our dish towels. They've tried to hurt our players. They hurt Wayne Goldman a couple of years ago and then retracted that they didn't hurt him. Though, last I heard, he still had a concussion. All I'll say is I'm surprised they didn't make some fines after that. We know what happened last year with the laptop gate. You know, here's the deal, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I just had the privilege to talk to Pigskin Pete. Gave him a phone call. I was like, hey there. And he's like, hey, Bobby. And we talked about this game. Pigskin believes that Clemson's going to win this game and in control. I agree with him. I agree with him. Let me go ahead and tell you this. When Florida State was the best team in the ACC, what did people want to do? People wanted to position themselves as the team who would challenge the king. Right? That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to say, hey, I'm lobbying here. Going a little politics. I'm lobbying to be the team to overthrow them. And in overthrowing them, I take over this entire operation. Here's the only problem with that line of thinking. Do you have the complete and total talent, coaching, and players to overthrow the king? Let's even throw up for a second and say that Clemson lost tomorrow. Do you believe that NC State has the talent to run the table this season and go undefeated? If Clemson, who had Deshaun Watson, could lose to Pittsburgh, and if Clemson last year could lose to Syracuse with all the talent that they had, you have to be pretty drunk to believe that NC State could actually run the ACC. I'm sorry. But I do agree with Pigskin Pete. Right now, Vegas says that Clemson is a 17.5-point favorite. There's one casino that says they're an 18-point favorite. I believe that Clemson, if they come in, all Clemson needs to do tomorrow is walk in, decide to hand off the ball to one of our 3 capable running backs, starting with ETN. Every now and again, Get Lawrence, snap the ball, throw the ball downfield because they start to bite. It's going to be a long day for NC State. Ryan Finley has talent, and I know he has some good wide receivers. But I will come back to, he lost Samuel and he lost Hines. Those two guys were so dangerous. And when you get into games that's not Georgia State, and that's not Marshall, and that's not James Madison, you have to play good against them to win. Okay, right? But when you play Clemson, you've got to have the Hines and the Samuels, and you don't have them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I just play by them. But I'm just sick and tired of this whole NC State thing. Their fans are talking trash. Last time I was this mad is when my buddy told me I was about 17 years old. And I was over at his house. You know, of course, obviously, we're both single. And he said, Stacy's coming over. And when he said, Stacy's coming over, in my mind, I went, ooh, Stacy's coming over. In my head, I started sizing up Stacy. You know, Lord, they even made that song, Stacy's Mom has got it going on. How hot was Stacy? How hot was Stacy's mom? Blonde hair. Tan. Got a little bit of Georgia in her. Got a little bit of California. Sounded sexy. In my head, I was thinking about what lines I was going to propose to Stacy, like, how are you? Oh, you looking good today. Oh, would you like to go somewhere and tongue kiss? You know, stuff like that you pick up women with. And then he says, oh, there's Stacy pulling up right now. I hear him outside. And I was like, yes. Stacy pulls up. I walk outside. This dude gets out of the car, and I'm like, Stacy's got a boyfriend, but I got a pretty good right hook. I'll knock him out. I'll steal Stacy. Throw her over my shoulder and tote her off. And he's like, hey, Stacy, what's up? And that dude went, hey, buddy, it's good to see you. That's one of my only pet peeves with the South, is we name some of our men Stacy. That's wrong, that's stupid, and if you wanted to have a little girl, that's on you. You should change the name to like Bob. And that's the last time I was as pissed as I am right now. NC State, let me tell you right now. I just want you to hear, I just want you to hear what I'm going to say. NC State, do you have a good football team? Yes. Do you suck? Do you suck? No, you're not a bad football team. But let me go ahead and tell you this. This little rivalry y'all are trying to do, this little thing you're trying to, this little world that you're living in, this little crack pipe that y'all been passing around to each other up there in Raleigh, I just want you to know, go ahead and tell you right now, it's not going to fly in Death Valley tomorrow. We have been stewing on this game. You know why? Because we're sick of y'all. We're tired of the shenanigans and the stupidity. We're sick of y'all creating these scenarios that hadn't even happened. Y'all make up crap as you go. Your coach has made up more stuff than a 3-year-old telling their parents that he saw the boogeyman in his closet. Your coach is literally getting y'all people to believe this crap. And one day far, far away, y'all are going to have to turn around and go, did we really believe in all that crap? God, if you have any sense, you'll turn around and go, that was ridiculous. And that is ridiculous. Clemson's going to win this ball game tomorrow. I believe Clemson's going to win the ball game somewhere to the tune, I call 35-17. Clemson wins the ball game 35-17. I think ETN's going to have a fantastic day. I think we're going to see some crazy pass to either Justin Ross or T. Higgins, if not both. We're going to see Ryan Finley actually get to see what a defensive line looks like. He's actually going to see what it looks like to play somebody that's not Georgia State. Hey, newsflash to y'all. Our schedule may not be hard, but I'll guarantee you this. We've played somebody much more difficult than Georgia State, James Madison, and Marshall. And the only game that you were going to play that was going to be worth the crap, you can thank some hurricane for about wiping off half your state for getting rid of that entire plan, because y'all would already have one loss to West Virginia, whether you like it or not. And we're better than West Virginia. I despise stupid people. I despise it when people believe in their heart. I don't know if it's new drugs people are doing. I don't know if maybe you were sitting in a room and there was some carbon monoxide in there. I don't know if maybe you got mugged on the way home, you got hit over the head, you got something crazy going on upstairs. Whoa! I even knocked that over. Lord! Got so fired up, knocked it off. Whoa, y'all forgive me. They get ending up in the floor when I get mad. We are better than West Virginia. Pigskin Pete said that's her new slogan. Philip Bates says this game should be primetime. Let me tell you right now that game day, and I watch game day. I may not watch everything on ESPN, but I like to watch game day. Herb Street's fair. David Pollock every now and again, I may not always agree with what he says, but he's for the most part fair. Alright? You hear me? All I'm going to say is that game day is what, in Washington State or something like that? Who cares? Who flipping cares? I could care less about any of that. And truth be known, the nation cares less about it. It's ridiculous. Lord, I tell you, I was telling Pigskin Pete I hadn't been on here as much. I've been sick. I'm finishing up my album, a game where I hate the Gamecocks, and I wrote a 10-song album about it. Richard Neal, let me tell you what I'm going to do. If NC State were cats right now, normally I play that song, meow, 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 meow. They get up dancing around, partying. You'd be surprised cats can drink. Put a little party liquor in there. Nothing expensive like Boone's Farm. They'll knock it back and they'll be sitting there partying. And they're talking about kibbles and bits. And then I shoot them. Visit NC State, Lord, I just go in there and just open fire. I wouldn't even let them enjoy the last few minutes. I just... NC State reminds me of that horrible cat I had to kill a couple of weeks ago. Named Mr. Tickles. Mr. Tickles was a very big, large, orange cat. He tried to take away the gun from me. Fear for my life. I'm here. Mr. Tickles is gone. And that's what's going to happen to NC State tomorrow. Clemson's going to win this ball game. Yes, I do have the album. It's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Pure unadulterated hate for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Who doesn't hate those guys? The Pigskin Pete said this, and I'm not going to steal his line. I'm just going to agree with him. Okay? Pigskin Pete said, I dare say, and I'm horrible at quoting people, but I think I got this one pretty straight. I dare say, Pigskin saying, that NC State fans are almost as bad as South Carolina Gamecock fans. Let me tell you right now, NC State fans, I could have went, dropped my drawers, and took a piss on your mother's grave. I could have called your grandma every name in the book and still not insulted you as bad as what was said right there. That's bad. I could have called you a member of ISIS and been less offensive. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and close this thing down. Got to get down there. I'm going to take my shirt off and show Bonnie Dirkens, my lovely precious bride, reason she married me. Go down there and throw some of my sweet lines on her like, "You looking good tonight. What's that I smell? Bath and Body Works lotion?" How about we put Junior and Junior to bed, and it's me and you turn down the lights and reminisce. Kiss with tongue. I don't even know why I'm up here now. Talking to y'all. Should be down there. Anyway, everybody, Clemson's going to win this ball game tomorrow night. I believe 34-17. I'm believing it. It's going to be what it is. If you haven't subscribed yet, are you a communist? Hit the button. Dear God. Dear God, what an idiot. Today I also had a great conversation with Clemson, former great Clemson running back Bernard Rambert. Had a fantastic conversation with him. Right? I'm telling you, talk to him, Lord, good people, good people. I tell you right now, it's always nice to meet people who are talented, but they're still nice. I love it. I love it. Really, really good. I don't know if Bernard will see this. Good to you, Bernard. Thank you so much for talking to old Bobby Dirkens. Also, Pigskin Pete, he will be doing a live stream during the Clemson game tomorrow. Clemson game's what, 3:30 tomorrow? Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me look at this real quick. It's not moving. I guess if it was Ohio State, I could see it. 3:30 Clemson tomorrow, playing NC State at Clemson, ESPN. Go check it out. Make sure you watch Pigskin Pete. Good friend of mine. He and I are going to be, along with Prince, 6'1", we're going to be at the Louisville game. Thank you, Prince, for those tickets. You two good people. You're good people. I'm saving the bail money for when we get in trouble. All three of us. Collectively. But like misdemeanors. You know, nothing felony. I can't afford that. But anyway, go check him out tomorrow during the game. I know I will. I will. Good to see you. Good to see you, Pigskin. You have a good night. Subscribe to me. You can find me on Twitter at BDirkens, BDirkens. Yes, I can spell. It's my name. And then next, at the Bobby Dirkens on Instagram. Lord be with you. Lord be with you. Dennis Wilson, you already stirring up crap. It is what it is. But I'm glad you're here, Dennis. Everybody, y'all be good. Remember, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. See you, Ruth. Bye, Ruth. Hey, Ruth. You ain't crazy like that woman on Ozarks, are you, Ruth? I hope not. I don't think you are. You good people. Y'all be good. Bye, Rich. Bye, Ashton. Bye, Tiger Nation. Bye, Clyde. Good to see you. May there. Remember, you keep showing up. I'll keep showing out. Bobby Dirkens.